Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video we'll be understanding if two strings are rotations of each other or not. Okay, now what are the rotations? How do we understand that first? Okay, how do we know if the strings are in rotations or not? Okay, so let me just give you an example of that. Let's say you have this string xyz, right? And the other string that you have is y, z and x. So first thing that you have to see is their length is equal. Okay, now the second thing, each of the character which is coming, right, is exactly in the same order. Z is after y, as you can see Z is after y. Similarly, if you check for ABCD, right, ABCD, so if I write CDAB, right, these two are rotations of each other. How we can say which something which is not in rotation? Okay, if you write something, right, y x z, this is not in rotation. In this case, if you write a b d c, this is not in rotation. Okay, these two are actually rotations of each other. This should return 2. Let's create that method, boolean are rotations. Okay, so what are the two conditions that we figure out to make sure these two are rotations of each other? First thing, first dot length should be equal to second dot length, right? This is our first condition. And the second condition would be, let's say if we add xyz two times, right, like this, if we are adding xyz plus xyz, okay, now it will become xyz. You see yzx is now part of it. Okay, that's how, that's one of the ways, one of the logics to say that these two are rotations of each other. Because we say that, so first plus first dot contains second. So yeah, that's a one-liner code to know if they are rotations of each other. Okay, now let's try verifying our code. Then we will add one more condition, because there is a possibility that we might pass null in one of those strings. Let's try running it. We are getting true, so our logic is correct. Now let's try passing in correct order. So y x z, x before and z after. Now these two are not rotations of each other. We're supposed to get false. So our logic is working perfectly fine. Now in place of this one, if we pass null, we will get a null pointer exception. We are supposed to get, and we are getting a null pointer exception, right? So we are supposed to handle this case as well. If first is equal to null or second is equal to null, in that case I'm supposed to return false. Now let's try running. We are not supposed to get any sort of exception. We are supposed to get false, and we are getting false. So yeah, next video we'll be solving another question that is related to finding the most repeated character, and see you in the next one. May the source be with you.